The millennials and millennials ethical challenges and responses. There is a difference between ethics and religion. Ethics, a system of moral principles that govern a person's behavior or the conducting of an activity. So, ethics are often secular and based on a reason logic, focusing on what is considered right or wrong within a society or community. They can be codified in laws, professional codes of conduct. So, ang religion, a belief system centered around worship, faith, and often a divine being or supernatural power. Religious morality often derives from sacred texts and its interpretation, dictating behavior based on divine commandments of or principles. There's example. Stealing is considered unethical in most societies because it violates trust and fairness. Many religions also prohibit stealing, often citing divine law as the basis. However, the reason for considering stealing wrong differ. Ethics might stress its societal impact, while religion may emphasize its violation of God's will. Number 2, definition of millennials. Millennials generation Y. Generally defined as individuals born between the earliest 1980s and the mid 1990s. They are characterized by their coming of age during significant technological advancement, the rise of the internet, mobile phones, and often associated with traits like a digital fluency, entrepreneurial spirit, and focus on work-life balance. And there's an example. A millennial might start a business online using social media or marketing, highlighting their tech savviness and entrepreneurial drive. Difference between millennials and millennials. Millennials are also called Gen Y or Generation Y. Millennials refers to the individuals who were born between the 1980s and early 2000s. Millennials at work. 5 great religions of the world. Number 1, Judaism. Number 2, Christianity. And number 3, Islam. Number 4, Hinduism. And number 5 is Buddhism. So Judaism world's oldest monotheistic religion. Follower of Judaism believe in one God who revealed himself through ancient prophets. And Christianity, major religion stemming from the life, teachings, and death of Jesus of Nazareth. Third, Islam. Islam means submission to the will of God. Followers of Islam are called Muslims. Muslims are monotheistic and worship one all-knowing God, who in Arabic is known as Allah. Followers of Islam aim to live a life of complete submission to Allah. Then the fourth, Hinduism. Hinduism, the world oldest religion according to many scholars, with roots and customs dating back more than 4,000 years. The last, Buddhism. Buddhism, one of the world's largest religions, and originated 2,500 years ago in India. Then Buddhists believe that the human life is one of suffering, and that meditation, spiritual and physical labor, and good behavior are the ways to achieve enlightenment or nirvana. So next, ethics and religion. Ethics or moral philosophy is a branch of philosophy that involves systemizing, defending, and to recommending concept of right or wrong behavior. Against a religion is usually defined as a social cultural system or designated behaviors and practices, morals, beliefs, worldviews, texts, sanctified places, practices, ethics, or organization that generally relate humanity to supernatural, transcendental, and spiritual elements. So number 5, construct a plan for coping with ethical challenges. This requires a structured approach such as identify the number one, identify the ethical dilemma. It is clearly define the problem and involve parties. Second, gather information, collect all relevant facts and perspectives. Then identify stakeholders, determine who is affected by the decisions. Then explore options, brainstorms possible solutions and analyze their ethical applications. Then next is by evaluate consequence, weigh the potential positive and negative outcomes of each position option. Then next is make a decision. Choose the solution that best aligns with ethical principles, minimize harm. And the last, implement and monitor. Put the chosen solution into action and observe its effect. So, number 4, definition of ethical challenges. Ethical challenges are situations or dilemmas that require individuals or groups to make decisions related to moral values and principles. So this decision often involve complex between different ethical considerations or societal expectations. So for example, a company might face an ethical challenge regarding whether to release a product that is slightly flawed but will still generate significant profit, weighing the potential harm to consumers against economic gain.
So, unsa day na ang millennials at work? So, first, millennials are proactive and confident at work. So, syempre, no, active sila. It is because open na tanang resources, open na tanang information. So, active sila tanan, just like social media. And the second one is they work well with others. So, kung millennials ka, medyo ka makakuan o good communication sa uban, samot na sa kanang mga baby boomers. And lastly, millennials look for structure and leadership from older colleagues. So, syempre, as millennials, wala ta kahibalo sa tanan. Although advanced ta sa mga technologies and information. Mas nakahibaw pa ang mga baby boomers. They know how to deal with everyone, open with new learning. So, kailangan as millennials, you are open new learning. Not only in technology, but also sa ato ang mga baby boomers before. So, sila mas nahimong knowledgeable kaysa sa ato And sa panahon nila, in a different way, sa ato natay mga nahibawan nga wala sad sila kahibalo, and then nasad sila yung mga nahibawan before nga wala pa sad nato nahibal So next slide is about millennials. So what is millennials? So millennials or Filipino millennials, and Filipino terms, millennials are called millennials. They are described as the selfie generation and followers of social media, increased use and familiarity with communication media and digital technologies. So, unsa day ang millennials? That is the question. Unsa day ang millennials? So, sa dali ra nga ko ang millennials daw kay sila ang Filipino millennials. So, parang sila ang mas active sa social media, kay balot sa mga new technologies. Kung kuan pa is they know how to communicate using online platform. So, unsa day ang millennial? So, number 1 is entitled and impulsive. So, tinuod ni halos na ng millennials kay feeling is sakto sila. They decide easily, abi nila kay balo na sila sa tanan. Dali rang mag-judge sa uban or mag-decide sila without knowing their consequences. And the second one is ambitious yet lazy. So, syempre, bilang millennials kay dapat ambitious ka. gusto nimo dapat sakto ka. Dapat inana ko na kay baruganan sa imong kagalingon nga gusto. And lastly, classic narcissists who refuse to grow up. So, dili sila open for other discussion. Pirmi silang nag-refuse, like, mas tuha nila ang ilahang kagalingon nga baruganan. Like, ila i-refuse ang mga other discussion. Kaya it is because nga mas nagatuo sila nga sa ilang kagalingon is sakto sila. Then, just like nga, dapat open ta for other learning. Kay we know how to listen to other people discussions. So, muna nga ang millennials. So next slide is ethical challenge. So an ethical challenge refers to the situation whereby every alternative is morally wrong and still one has to make a choice. An ethical challenge occurs when one does not know how to behave and act in the best way. So ang ethical challenges daw is need nimo mag-decide sa usa ka butang pero maglisod ka. Ingon daw nila, no? Life is full of decision. So, next slide is millennials versus baby boomers. So, sa ethical challenges, no, natay need a decide. Nga need sad nato buhaton nga is lisod but need nato desisyonan. So just like millennials versus baby boomers. So unsa jud day na ang millennials? So ingon nila is millennials is more updated kay tungod open na tanang technologies, mga information online platform open na tanan. So, millennials are technologically savvy and connected. So, millennials are technologically savvy and connected. So, since kita kay naa sa 21st century, open tanan ka ng information. So, murag ka ng connected na ta to other people. Unlike sa panahon sa mga kanang baby boomers. Galisod sila connect and
So, millennials versus baby boomers. Technological savvy and connectivity. Millennials, having grown up alongside rapid technological advancements, are inherently more comfortable and proficient with technology than previous generations. This translates to ease of use to various digital tools and platforms across the modern workplace. Then, their connectiveness implies strong in networking skills and familiarity with online communication. The next, transparency. Millennials seem to favor on enhanced communication. They value transparency in workplace processes, decision making, and feedback. This contrasts with potentially more hierarchical or communication styles in the previous generations. The next, value for straightforward management and recognition. Millennials are appreciate direct, clear communication from management. They respond well to straightforward instruction and feedback, valuing recognition for their efforts and contribution. This suggests as a preference for heuristic system. So, number 3, definition of millennials. Millennials this is a less formally defined term, likely referring to individuals born at the cusp of millennial and Generation Z or Gen Z periods late 1990s to early 2000s. They are expected to share characteristic of both generations. So, example, a millennial might embrace the digital technology of millennials but also demonstrate the independent and pragmatic nature often attributed to both generations. I mean, Generation Z,